Karen. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to kind of be a different video, and I am going to probably be all over the place. And I already made this video, but I took it down because I wasn't happy with it. But this is going to be my introduction to, I guess, the crochet community on here. So if, hey fam, what's up? So, hi, I'm Karen. I've been crocheting off and on for like 28 years, since the year of our Lord, 1998. And that's my credential for wanting to have my foot in the door in the crochet community. I'm currently working on my first hexagonal cardigan, which right here, I am 3 rows. I'm 3 rows from being done with the right panel. And then I'm going to extend it on the bottom, add a hood, cuff it on the bottom. I'm extending it and making it longer. So this kind of ties in with my channel in general. I've lost like 300 pounds and I've got a lot of loose skin, and I prefer to wear leggings because of the loose skin, and also they're just comfortable in the winter. And I would like a cardigan or a hoodie. It's actually going to be a hoodie, not a cardigan, but I'm going to refer to it as a cardigan. You guys know what I'm talking about. I want to extend it over my problem area. So I was like, I will make my own thing long enough, because it's hard when you have a body that's been lost as much weight as I have. Like, it's hard to find clothes that fit properly, and I'm like, well, I can make it. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I think I already showed you a picture, but I am having a hard time in the center, instead of doing a granny cluster stitch, to extend it out this way, because I have little short arms. So if I would have kept going, it would have, again, I have kind of a body that is a custom body. I've got to have like custom clothes because of all the weight loss. So I'm gonna have this panel opening right here, and I was thinking, well, I could put just granny squares. What kind of granny squares? This is me we're talking about. So I was thinking like this, not in these colors, this is just what I had around, but do you see the vision? Or I could do some tapestry situation and do a panel, like measure it out once everything and kind of figure out the logistics, and do an alien abduction scene in the same colors that are incorporated in the cardigan, hoodie, whatever it is. The world's my oyster, right? But that's what I'm working on currently. But kind of give you a brief overview of like how long I've been crocheting. I've been crocheting off and on since 1998. And I took a really long hiatus, partially because I blew my hands out from doing a whole ass scarf in one night. Listen, as an elder crafty emo, you baby crocheters, listen to me when I tell you this. Don't do that. You'll F your hands up, and it hurts so bad. I could not work for like 3 days. But it was a cute scarf, so I put the hook down for probably like 5 years. And then in 2020, I tried to pick it back up, and I was like, I'm gonna make a temperature blanket. Nah, fam. Temperature blankets, they're not for me. Not at all. Maybe they are now. Like, if I could just do like a granny cluster chevron and like make that happen. Fast-paced, mindless. But I was just going zoop, 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 and I was like, nah, fam. So I scrapped that real hard, and I actually got into doll remaking, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna repurpose all this yarn. It's probably like $300-$400 worth of yarn into doll remaking. But as it turns out, doll wigs, sorry. As it turns out, I in fact hate doll remaking and wigs. So I ended up giving all those dolls to my roommate's niece that were able to be given. Not all old dolls are able to be played with because the glue leaks out of the head, and this is not what this video is about. Anyway, so I ended up giving all that yarn to my little brother, Jacob, who also is a fiber artist. He knits primarily. I can knit, but it's been probably 11 years since I've picked up some knitting needles, which I need to kind of strengthen that skill a little bit, because the level of amigurumi that I'm eventually wanting to get to, I'm going to need to use the knitting skills to make the clothing, because I just like the way that it looks. Anyway, so I primarily do crochet. Jacob does knitting. My eldest sister also knits, and my little sister sews. She makes her own clothing, or she did. She doesn't make videos anymore, but I will straight up go ahead and link her sewing tutorials that she started over COVID down below. Like, crafty family. But I attempted that temperature blanket and I said no. And another reason why I stopped and I didn't try any other patterns is because at the time, the absolute love of my life, she passed away this year, which has been quite possibly one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with in my life. But that's not also what this video is about. That little turt, it was like anything and everything made from yarn she was gonna find and she was gonna get caught into. And I mean like really caught into. And I had a blanket commissioned from my old coworker friend, and it was like a $200 blanket, and Miss Cheesebug, Lady Cheesebuggerton, fourth of her name, freaking found the damn blanket, got caught in it, and we had to cut a hole in it. So at one point in time, I was like, I gotta find somebody to fix this, but I have the skills to fix the damn blanket. So I'll be frogging it and fixing it. It might be a little shorter, but, or maybe I want to leave the hole because, you know, I'm giving all that yarn to Jacob. So mazel tov. You're welcome. You're welcome, baby bro ho ho. But I didn't pick up my knitting. I don't knit right now. My crochet hook. I am a steady 5.5 millimeter kind of gal, or 4.5 to 5.5. No, I know people are really picky. That's my size. Typically, I prefer 5.5 for amigurumi, but I'm trying to go a little bit smaller and get into using cotton. The world is your oyster. So much has changed in the crochet community. I am everywhere, guys. But I'll get to where I was going. But I just want you to know so much. The amount of free information available to us now today versus when I was started doing amigurumi in 2007, this is a completely different world. Like, if I want to learn how to do tapestry crochet, which is something I had never done until yesterday, I can just get on Pinterest and find a pixel pattern and make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. That did not exist when I was doing it originally. So, like, the amount of information out there, I could be unstoppable. Anyway, so I decided to pick up my crochet hook again after this happened. My coworker Raven gave me permission to talk about this, so I am. So my friend Raven has 2 kiddos, and I'm not going to say their names because it is important to protect children. Okay. So I'm going to refer to them as Ginger Snap and my Ninja Turtle. There we go. So, Raven bought the Ginger Snap, a Tyrannosaurus Rex that she bought at a market. If you're in the crochet community, you know exactly it's a free pattern. It's on Instagram, Bobble Stitches. It just looks like a blob. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And there are free patterns. Paid patterns out there. Like, I purchased one before I realized you could get it for free. For $3.50 on the Instagram. It was that pattern, and they used chenille or blanket yarn. They used a big bulky yarn to make it appear, you know, not appear, the weight and the hook size. It was big. It was like this, but it was poorly crafted. Okay, it was not properly tied off. The ends weren't sewn in. Hot glue was used on it. I'm not crapping on hot glue. Hot glue absolutely has a time and a place. Not when you're making toys for children. Children, little ones, are hard on toys. We need to make sure that we are properly securing items before we take them to market. Okay, so, which I have my first opportunity to take items to market this October. I'm just gonna do keychains, send them off with my roommate. Her other best friend is quite artsy too, and does like insulated tumblers, that kind of thing. So she said that I could sell some keychains and whatnot in her booth. So that's exciting. I'm gonna do like eyeballs and zombie heads, and also, my definition of keychain size and like apparently the whole internet's are 2 completely different or like definitions. So anyway, so Raven bought said plushie from this market and told me that she spent almost $80 on this thing. Okay, I was floored. I know how much work went into that, and I know how much approximately that thing cost, and it's not $80. So charge yourself for what you're worth. But also, so I was like, girl, I'll do you one better. That Ginger Snap's got a birthday coming up, and so does his brother in the same month. I will make that kid a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I primarily work in worsted weight yarn. Listen, I'm a hoe for acrylic. I know it's not everybody's jam. Apparently the internet's jam are these like thick boys. I don't like it. I learned how to crochet on like black yarn that was from the 70s or something like that, and I'm not even kidding. I know it was really old. Maybe not the 70s, maybe early 80s, but like it was old, and like this is 1998. Like it was already old at that time. But I was like, I will make you one, not in the same kind of yarn because she doesn't like it, sheds. And I did. And it was not perfect. It was my first amigurumi since before 2010. So it's the year of our Lord 2025 this year. Okay. And I wish, and I might redo it in a different color and send it to the Ginger Snap for Christmas, but this is how it turned out. Pretty good for like a 15 year hiatus, however long. And then I made his brother, Michelangelo, from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I will link the pattern for the Tyrannosaurus Rex down below. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pattern is not free, it's paid, but I can still link the Etsy page down below if you guys are interested in that. It was fairly simple, except for the arms were an effing nightmare, and I spent probably 6 hours on the arms, and I tried, and I was just like, I can't get this to work, and like, I'm not new at crocheting. This is not hard. So I ended up just freehanding them, and it turned out great still. So like, YOLO. But that reignited my passion for crochet, and I have been unstoppable since. And I also am like, you know what? This brings me joy, and also I think that instead of buying my family stuff for Christmas, what can I buy them that they don't already have? They all work full time. Right, they all got incomes. Dad and Jan are retired. What can I do for them for Christmas? Because I am tired of buying gift cards, and I'm tired of buying useless. I'm gonna make these people something. So I have begun working on that, and I have made several things. I'm thinking about. I have a YouTube, Instagram. But I feel really strongly that perhaps I should rebrand it because it's all like food related, and I really want to do a halvesy. Like I still want to put the recipe videos out, but I also want to do updates on my crochet because eventually, like as a side gig, I would like to sell. I would like to get into cardigan making and sell that kind of stuff for commission, and also continue doing amigurumis. And maybe make some hats and stuff for the NICU for the babies, do stuff like that. Crocheting brings me a lot of happiness, and there are people in my backyard, and nobody messaged me and told me that anybody was coming, and I have a Malamute puppy, but I guess so. I'm here. So if you want to be friends and talk about crochet stuff, follow me, comment down below, and let's share patterns. This is exciting. Make new friends, but keep the old, right? But yeah, my friends' children reignited my love for the fiber arts, and I'm really excited, and I'm really excited for where this journey is going to take me, honestly. I'm really excited to show you guys and update you on my cardigan once it's complete. And I'm excited to show you, after I'm done with that, I'm gonna take a break and start making keychains and do a couple other gifts for my family. I plan on doing my little tiny things for my coworkers for Christmas. Morale is down, and it's really important for me to be like homeroom fraud mom. So that's totally a thing. And I'm excited to take you on this journey. So Expect more recipe videos, but also expect some crochet vlogs because it's important to me right now. So, but yeah, be my friend. Okay, love you, bye.